Hey, good morning, my friends. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa in the Lansing Hub this morning, and I'm watching the storm system, this fast developing storm system for you that will hit the area Thursday into early Friday morning. The main travel concern time period, I would say, would be late Thursday afternoon, Thursday night, and very early Friday morning. So I'm going to highlight all that for you. I know you have a lot of travel questions. I have plenty of time. We can answer those questions for you. So let's get to it. And first, let's start with today, which looks to be another very spring-like day. The showers that I thought would be around are going to be really non-existent. Maybe a quick shower in the far southern part of the state, but that's about it. And look at these high temperatures for today. Around 60 degrees in the, let's say, the southern half of lower Michigan, northern lower Michigan in the 30s and 40s, and across the UP temperatures in the 30s and 20s. And this is actually the colder air along a disturbance that is sliding southeast, and as it does so, brings some cooler air in to the area for tomorrow and changes our precipitation over to snow. So let's get to it for tomorrow and show you how this is all going to evolve. Ionia, okay, and we'll get to it quickly here. So, hey, good morning, Veronica Horn. This is the computer model forecast for today, and we go into tomorrow at 1 o'clock. Let's back up. 7 in the morning. Here's the storm center starting to develop, and our temperatures are warm enough that this is all rain, snow back here. We go to 1 o'clock in the afternoon, storm center over Toledo. That puts Michigan on the cold side of the storm, but remember, we're starting with temperatures around 60 today, so it's going to take a while before it can get cold enough. So the rain's starting to change to snow in western lower, maybe Traverse City, Benzonia, Ludington, Manistee, maybe down toward Grand Rapids, and over toward the Thumb. What is today going to be like for blue ice viewing at Mackinac Bridge? Should be very nice at the Mackinac Bridge today. So this is 7 o'clock tomorrow. The colder air is starting to come in. The rain is changing over to snow, and you can see where a heavier band of wet snow could be setting up. And that's why I say I think the travel time period is probably 5, 6 o'clock Thursday evening through about 3 a.m. Friday morning. And Friday morning it will be colder than freezing, so it still could be a little icy, but things will clear up quickly after that. I'll show you that to you also in just a second. So here we are at 7 o'clock tomorrow. I want to emphasize that down in the south you're going to get lesser amounts of precipitation, and we don't know exactly where this heavy snow band is going to set up, but this best model has been pretty consistent right here. Now, someone wants to know about Kalamazoo, and I think you're going to be on the out of the heaviest band of snow, but you will get into some changeover snow. This is Thursday night, 1 a.m. Friday morning, we'll call it. Here's the storm center moving quickly. That's another feature of the storm, is it moves pretty quickly. Winds increase out of the north. It's all snow. And then, is this system presently over Texas and Oklahoma? The moisture is. It's actually two systems. The moisture system is coming from the south and west, and there's a system coming from the north and west, and the two are going to merge over the Great Lakes. That's why the storm system is rapidly strengthening over the Great Lakes, because it gets the energy of two systems, one in the north, one in the south, combining. The one in the north has to get through and get some colder air in before we can change over to snow, and that's actually probably the most difficult part of figuring out this exact forecast, is when does it change over to snow. Lori King wants to know about the Brooklyn-Adrian area. You're going to be in the far south, so you're not going to get a whole lot of accumulation the way it looks right now. This is Friday morning, 7 o'clock. Snow is mostly off to the east, and by 1 p.m. it's done. So I would say it's basically over by sunrise on Friday. Okay, here's what you want to know. Kilmanna will have some snow. Kilmanna's in the thumb for those of you who don't know. All right, so here we go. This is the total snowfall forecast. Dana, yes, Flint is getting some snow. We're going to go over that right now, and Bronson also. Midland, it could be in the heaviest band. Here we go. So this is the snowfall total through 1 p.m. Thursday. Let me back up. Through 7 a.m. Thursday, nothing. Through 1 p.m. Thursday, starting to develop. And then you start to see where the heavy snow band could develop. This is through 7 p.m. Thursday. So notice, 1 p.m., 7 p.m., 1 p.m., 7 p.m. In other words, it looks like a band of moderate to heavy snow will develop in the center part of the state. Then this is 1 a.m. on Friday morning. Snow starting to creep down to I-94, I-96, I-69 southward, but not that heavy. And then by 7 a.m. Friday, it's all over. Now, okay, here are the amounts. But again, remember, hey, good morning, Tom Gmitter. Remember, it's still a dynamic, changing situation. So don't take these numbers as exact. The band of heavy snow is still fluctuating 25 miles. I don't think it'll fluctuate north. If it fluctuates any, it might fluctuate another 10 miles south. So when I show this to you, let's use it just as a guide and not as an exact type thing just yet. It's probably going to take until this afternoon or this evening's runs before we get really confident on this, but the confidence is growing. And again, remember, the first couple of inches will probably melt. The model doesn't predict that. So when you're seeing a 9 here, I would take 3 off of that. And I would call this area a 3 to 6 inch wet snow. That would be the thumb. That would be Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, over toward Ludington and Manistee. And then it would taper rapidly. This 2 in Flint probably would melt some, or 4 in Flint would melt some, so that would be 2. And then as you get to Detroit, Ann Arbor, Jackson, Kalamazoo, you're probably looking at an inch or so. And as you go north, the amounts will be lighter. So the area of focus right in the center part of the state for a March heavy wet, I'd call it a snowstorm at 3 to 6 inches. And again, we'll keep you updated on that. And as we look at the total moisture amounts, where you don't have the snow, you're going to have the rain, and it'll be over an inch of rain in some spots. Now, if this bears out with the GFS showing kind of this comma-shaped area, that would be good news for down in the Kalamazoo area because you'd have lighter amounts. But I still think you're going to have about a ½ inch or so of liquid. All right, so there we are. Today, good travels, mild weather, about 55 to 60, southern half of lower Michigan. Rain starts tomorrow morning, changes to snow in the afternoon and evening from north to south. The heaviest snow falls in the center of the state, Muskegon, Ludington, Manistee, eastward to Clare, Mount Pleasant, Houghton Lake, eastward to Saginaw, Bay City, Midland, and the thumb, down to about the north side of Flint, and then it tapers as you go south. So if you're listening in Detroit, you're listening in Ann Arbor, Jackson, Kalamazoo, Grand Rapids, you're kind of on the edge of the heavier snow north, lighter snow south. But if you're listening in that southern area, it's a change over to snow tomorrow evening, 1 or 2 inches, maybe slick on Friday morning. If you can delay your travel to late morning Friday or noonish, temperatures should pop up most everywhere into the upper 30s in sunshine, and that will really take away any ice or crud that's on the roadways across Michigan. So watch your travel tomorrow afternoon in the Saginaw Valley and the thumb. Watch your travel tomorrow night, and if you can delay it, wait until late Friday, sleep in a little bit, you should be A-OK. lots of updates on this storm. I'm going to have those for you on MLive, so make sure you share the articles with your friends, and we'll talk to you many times with this March snowstorm. And I don't know if that's a trend for this March, or maybe this is our one big March snowstorm. Some of you hope for that. I think I'm in that camp too. So I'll sign off for now. This is MLive Chief Meteorologist Mark Torregrossa.